get the schedule right. Um, we've been promising y'all some NFL content, so here we go. We got Theezy, we got
You,
Mark or T Ingle. They
You're
rocking their sports teams today. Good jerseys, good hats.
I don't know about good hats from other people, but definitely good jerseys. But that's cool.
they got to win
So
today. They a much needed win, so I'm gonna let y'all have it today.
That's
the
cool.
Lions,
The lot, yeah, because we I think we still whooping y'all's ass. Y'all, I mean the Pistons.
the Commanders are a joke. Anyway, um, so we got some topics. We have MVP. We have most exciting or most disappointing team, player, or storyline. Most
Mhm.
surprising team, player, or story. Rookie of the year. Best offense and defense you've seen this year. And then your top three AFC, NFC teams. All right. Here's the caveat. Everybody has to choose something different.
I'm with it.
All
I'm with
right.
it. That's easy.
So,
Yeah, that way y'all ain't being biased, so I get it. Yeah,
for
I'm
sure.
with that. That's a good
So,
rule.
we're going to go off the top. Rookie of the year right now. I know you probably got yours lined up. Merc,
Yeah,
sometimes, he might give a
yeah,
little bit of thought with the changing of marking the same person. So,
yeah.
rookie of the year overall. We ain't doing offense. We ain't doing defense. Just straight best rookie you've seen this so far this year.
Man, okay. Well, you threw a little bit of a curveball, but I had both. But if we just go on one where I gotta pick one, I gotta go with Mecca Ibuka. I think you know, Mike Evans going down, Baker really not having no weapons. Bucky Irvin went down. They've had
He's a superstar too.
quite a few injuries on that offensive side of the ball for Tampa. And for them to be a winning football team right now, he's carrying the load offensively. If we going just flat rookie, I gotta go with him. He
Flat rookie.
balling. Yeah, he continuing the ball. He balled out a little bit today, even though they lost. Had a touchdown, but I think he's keeping that team offensively, keeping them alive. I know when Baker is dropping back there, he looking at him first. Before he goes to anybody else. Is he open? Is he open? All right, then he's kind of checking elsewhere. But yeah, I think he's been the most impressive when we talk about just all the rookies in general.
And the defense looking for him too. Like that's the thing
Yeah.
that's impressive about what Emeka's doing because they like God was out. Mike Evans is like he played like the first couple games he went down,
Mm-hmm.
and Kay Oden has come on as a weapon for sure. But they have virtually almost no run game, and
No,
every defense is game planning to stop Emeka Egbuka, and he keeps showing up every week.
absolutely, absolutely. Not to
Merc, what do
mention
you
they're
think?
not to mention they're a winning football team. They got a winning record.
For sure.
They should win that division. They in the same division with Carolina, Atlanta. It's always a dumpster fire, so you can kind of gift them. I think they're the reason why the league wants to vote. Yes, you should get in the playoffs, but just because you won your division, that doesn't mean you should get a home playoff game, right? The Eagles know all about that, right? Had a better record than them. They go to Tampa, they lose a few years back, right? They shouldn't have got a playoff game, right? They barely got in,
Not a
right?
home
They
playoff
shouldn't be
game.
right, not a home playoff game. So
I don't know. I'm torn on that, and that's a discussion we can just segue like into, and we'll get back around to our rookie of the years. I just feel like division games got to matter. That's what make those rivalries so intense, and you play so many more people in that division. Like you play 6 games in your division, and everybody in your division plays the other teams. Now, schedule. Now we get into trickiness with, well, y'all played the out cold AFC West, and the other team got a chance. The other division got to see. Excuse me, got a frog in my throat. You got to see a terrible AFC South. It's like, well, we start parsing and trying to make it match up perfectly? Then we're gonna run into trouble. Mark, what you think?
I mean, Theo definitely had a great choice, but since we gotta, try not to pick the same thing. So something else was on my radar. Nick Emmenwary, Seattle Seahawks cornerback. What,
yeah,
what you think about that, man? I'm looking at him, man, and what he's doing. he's great in the in playing in the zones and whatnot. I don't when I look at excuse me, Seattle. I'm not sure when when Theo's talking about winning. I'm not sure how much he specifically is contributing to that, other than he's definitely holding these receivers. With them having a 7-2 record, but it's easier to pick a guy on offense than it is defense, and it's always been that way. But defensively, rookie, I think he came out of South Carolina, I believe. Very, very good corner, man. That's who I would roll with this year.
Yeah. Um, I don't see a lot of the Seahawks games just because they're not one of the premier teams that we get nationally televised games of, and I'm a big fan of Red Zone. But what I will tell you is this: they are super dangerous. They have maybe the best wide receiver in the league right now in JSN, Jackson Smith and Jigba, and they have a run game too. Like they jumped out on the Cardinals like by 30 within a
Quick.
blink of an eye this morning.
Hmm.
It got crazy quick. So I like that pick. I'm going Tyler Warren. I every time I see the Colts, he jumps off the screen crazy. Like Tyler Warren is a monster, and you know I think that was the key to unlocking a lot of stuff with Daniel Jones. Like they never really gave him pieces in New York either, and I think Shane Steichen is, he's a former Philadelphia Eagles offensive coordinator, so I know a lot about him, like the way he runs his offense, and give him some pieces around him. Obviously, Jonathan Taylor is having an amazing year, rest for another 200. Um, Michael Pittman has been consistent his entire career from the jump. And then now you got a game breaker, Tyler Warren, where, he can catch it at 18 yards and take it to 53. You know what I'm saying? And I really, really like the Colts. Like you gotta beat the Colts. I
Yeah.
really like it. And I think that starts with the dynamic I almost said a word that's not a word. The dynamic traits that Tyler Warren brings to the table.
Motherfucker, we gonna make it a word on here.
Right.
No,
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 he,
no, 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 no,
he,
no, no.
he can't do that. We be trying to catch him, and you know how you go. He like, wait a minute, is that a word? And he'll go looking it up. But no, just Tyler's clutch too. I mean, he had a big catch this morning against the Falcons where it was fourth down, and he caught it behind the sticks and end up getting the first down to extend the
Yeah,
game. Like if he don't get that first down, the game's over. So, he was a baller at Penn State. I got to see him in the Big Ten championship last year. I mean, in this year, man, before today's game, man, 42 catches, 500 yards, 3 touchdowns. That's a tight end. So he's on pace for 1,000. Over 80 catches. That's solid. You know, Forget rookie, just as a
yeah,
tight end, period.
yeah.
There's gonna be some top numbers. No, so for sure, I think,
He
I
almost
think
at an
I,
all pro level, bro. That's why I
yeah,
think
for
he should be
sure.
the rookie of the year. And
Yeah,
I
I
love
think
Booker too.
yeah, you could throw Jackson Dart in there. He got a concussion today. He was balling today. He goes out, they up two touchdowns. You got Abdul Carter. You got the Eagle Campbell. He's playing well. He's one of the favorites on the he's second favorite on the defensive side. Um, so yeah, it's a lot of rookies that's balling, man. But I just think with the what's on the shoulders of Ibuka, with that team, like you said, well, Godwin not even had played. I think he might have played one game, and then
One.
Evans, yeah, and then Evans in and out, and then no run game. It's really just him and the Bake Show. So that's why I would give it to him. And again, it's a shitty division, but it's always that division's been shitty for 3-4 years now. That's why Tampa keeps getting in my opinion.
So we're gonna move on to best defense that you've seen this year. Um, just overall, what team do you think? Like when we get to the playoffs, obviously, like I'm looking at the Texans, don't look like they probably gonna get there. But what defense would you fear the most, Merk?
That's exactly who I was going with, the Texans, man. Them, I don't want to. I mean, if you're using that one, I don't want to use it.
No,
I
no,
would.
no, 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 not at all.
Okay. Yeah, man, the Texans look hungry. I mean, if we can get them to not, not necessarily we, but if they can, secure some wins behind that, I mean, they would look fantastic. But I mean, the Texans defensively hungry, look good, man. They're making a lot of stops. They went ahead and beat Jacksonville today. Not saying Jacksonville was anything special, but yeah, they went ahead and took them down today. But again, they got to get some wins, man. They can't just the defense can't just look good. Offense got to produce too. We got to get wins. They got to get wins.
Yeah. Theo, who you got?
Green Bay, man. They tough, man, and they in the division, and they got that front four. I think the linebackers is solid. The back end is solid. It helps when you got a front four like they do when you get to the play. I mean, obviously they're gonna get to the playoffs, but if I'm the Rams, if I'm even the Lions, the Eagles, because they got a defense the way that they do, they're formidable, right? I don't think they got enough weapons on the offensive side to me, and we'll get to our top three teams in the NFC. I do not have Green Bay as a top three team in the NFC, um, only because of their offense. I don't think they can score enough points, but their defense is very, very solid. Micah picking up Micah. I'm surprised, Rome, you didn't say nothing. I'm surprised you didn't say nothing earlier about the. There was some news that came out today with Micah. There was
About the Eagles,
there,
Yeah.
yeah, there's a clause
yeah,
in there that if they trade him to the Eagles, they get a first round pick. So
yeah.
like they threw like a little
They call it the
underhanded,
poison pill.
yeah, the poison pill. I'm surprised y'all didn't say nothing about that. I was, but I was like,
It
nah,
ain't worth talking about.
I was like, I ain't giving them the satisfaction.
They ain't
But
gonna show us no love.
Well,
yeah,
and that's the
so
thing. Like why would Green Bay you give up all that stuff and you pay them that money? Like you got so many dead money on your caps. If you try to trade them again, like Green Bay wouldn't even do it. But that's just them making sure. Like we're gonna make sure, we're gonna make
mhm,
all the way sure that they never
mhm,
get them. Like
right, yeah,
and that's more Jerry. I mean, it's some
That's what I
petty
was
to
gonna say.
us. It's some petty to Micah though. Like, 'cause they know Mike is a Philly guy.
yeah,
Philly
They like,
for
guy.
sure.
you
Yeah,
ain't
he
That
getting
was
them.
Jerry.
Yeah, Pennsylvania. Yeah, he a Pennsylvania guy for sure.
That was all Jerry saying, "Fuck you. You not going where you want to go, and you damn sure ain't going in the division. It ain't gonna happen." You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
no, but I just
go
think
ahead.
Green Bay, man. I think just what they got up front with Micah, as long as they're healthy, I think I think, man, you don't want to see them because that defense could wreak havoc. They could cause turnovers. You give your offense short field where we can, with an offense that's not that great, in my opinion, you give them short field, man, and I can just put 3 points on the board that where in the playoffs that matters. That's why I feel like Green Bay is to me is they got the defense that nobody wants to see when we get to playoff time.
I think it's the Broncos. The Broncos get after the quarterback. They got a lockdown corner on one side, and they got um, the other kid, Riley Moss, on the other side as a cornerback. They got the Ufanga kid from San Francisco. He's over there now, and they got some hell of a pass rushers. And even when they play us, that defense had to keep getting stops to get them the ball back to get that done. And I mean, we've seen over time, our offense is not an offense that you can just show up and just stop. Like, if your defense is mediocre, I mean, Minnesota, I think, has a really good defense, and we ran all up and down the field on them. And the
Hmm.
Broncos just gave us a ton of trouble with Patrick Surtain on the outside, man, and he just pretty much taking away whatever your top receiving weapon is. I think the Broncos, because I don't believe in their offense at all. I don't believe in the Bo Nix. He misses talk about somebody not hitting wide open people. Like guys be
Hmm.
butt naked running down the field, nobody
Hmm.
around, and he overthrown by 15 yards. Like
Hmm.
so. However they need to get it done, I think that it's gonna have to be with that defense. I think that's how they've been winning. They won 7 straight games, and even to come back against the Giants, that defense had to get some stops to make that happen.
Right.
So
They win that division.
man, that loss last week against Buffalo really hurt. Um,
No, I'm
Patrick,
asking you. Yeah, right. Do the Broncos win that division? What you think, Mark?
Do the Broncos win that division?
Do they win the AFC West? They 8-2 right now. They got a two game lead on Kansas City, 1 game lead on the Chargers.
Yeah, I see it.
I think
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Fuck yeah,
Think so?
They
yeah.
Okay.
got they got such a they got. I mean, the Chargers. You know how I feel about them. Like they
I
right
mean, they
now
got the cheat. Go ahead.
it looked like a damn basketball game score right now on the screen against the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's 3-2 right now.
Yeah.
The Chargers.
Yeah.
I just feel like that's a franchise is gonna let you down every single time you put some stock into it. Every single
Yeah.
time.
No, I think the Chargers get in, as a wild card, but I think
Denver
unless
wins that.
to me, unless Denver can beat Kansas City twice, I don't know if they win it. I think those head to heads are gonna matter. They got them next week at home, right? So that's a game like a lot of pressure. You got to win that game, and then maybe that last game, next to last game won't matter as much at the end. But
That's
you
on Christmas.
need to, yeah, to me, you need to win next week. If you want to win a division, you got to step on them and beat them next week. You don't win them, you don't beat them next week, you don't win that division. I'm riding with Mahomes. I think they know how important that game is going to be next week.
You
So give
ride
me
with
give
your
me
homeboy,
give me Patty. Give me Patty in that. Coming off a bye week too.
Patty,
I'm
my
on a bye week.
homeboy.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Andy's
You know how
record.
Andy.
Andy record after a bye is excellent. Like
Hmm.
one of the greatest of all time.
Exceptional. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Um,
So yeah.
best offense that I have seen this year. And this is uh when they're healthy, obviously. Um, and how it's looking when they got all the pieces. I'm actually going with the best offense, just overall offense, not exactly like, the best going forward. But the best I've seen this year has been the Patriots. The most
Mm.
complete, balanced offense I've seen. They have
Hmm.
Stephon Diggs on the outside. They got multiple tight ends that can make plays. Booty has
Hmm.
been a revelation. And they really don't have no stars. It's just that Drake May is awesome, and they run a really well-oiled offense. Like, you really got to stop a lot of different stuff with them. And
Hmm.
I really liked everything that he would be my vote for Coach of the Year too. I don't think we're doing Coach of the Year tonight, but Mike Vrabel would definitely be my vote for Coach of the Year. And I just like how balanced everything that they're doing is going on. Theo, what you got?
Yeah, I can't pick them just simply because I just feel like they ain't really been in the trenches just yet. I think they're gonna get there for sure. They got some games at the end of the season. They got the Ravens, they got the Bills. They're gonna have some games where we're gonna really see what they made of. I'm going with the Rams, man. I think they got everything, man. Kyron Williams, Devontae lead the league in touchdowns. Puka, they got and Matt. I know we're gonna get to the MVP, and we'll talk about that. Matt and Drake are co-favorites for MVP, which is bullshit to me. Jonathan Taylor should be the MVP,
He should be,
which
man.
is
We were talking about it
it's
earlier, but
crazy.
when
Man,
they,
it's
I'm
crazy,
telling you,
bro.
when they didn't give it to Saquon last year, after the year Saquon
Yeah.
had, where he literally could have broke the all-time rushing record, but set out, they not giving it to a position player. They giving it
That's
to a
but
quarterback
that but
every
that's
time.
but that's what hurt Saquon. Saquon would have got it if he would have got that record. I think they wouldn't have had a choice. But because he chose to sit out, again, was he the MVP? I think you could have argued it, but I think him sitting out, not getting that record, hurt him from getting the MVP. You know what I mean? JT, we all watch a lot of football, right? And I know we talking about the offense, but we got to talk about this. Is JT, like, bro, you can't think of a player that's been better than him this year. And then he top it
No,
off.
you're
They go
right.
over they go overseas and he put the team on his back and win the game. He ain't running it 20 times either. He touching the ball 30, 35 times. Like, they leaning on this dude hard. He should be like, come on, like the
He
NFL
will
really
get
need
my
to cut.
vote.
No,
I'm
I'm just
not
saying
telling
the
you he won't get my vote,
NFL
but I'm just telling you what
the
they're gonna do.
NFL need to. I know. I'm just saying, but the NFL need to cut that shit out, man. Like, it should go to the best player. Like if you gonna give if you just gonna get an NFL MVP to a quarterback, then just make it a quarterback award. Just call it the
The
most
Peyton
valuable
Manning Award, some
QB
shit.
or right
Yeah.
or the Tom Brady award, whatever the fuck you want to call it, right? But yeah, I just think, just throwing that in there. But yeah, man, I think the Rams got everything. I know y'all gonna think I'm hating when I say this. I think the Rams, to me, is right now they're the best team in the league. I think outside of the game they played y'all, where they kind of gave the game away, they were up, right? And again, that's not. I'm not hating. This is just me speaking how I feel. I feel like they gave that game away, right? They took their foot off the gas, right? Outside of that, they've been the best team. Matt is balling, the receivers is balling, the defense, like my man, what's his name? Golly, the DN over there, lead the league in sacks. God, his name's on tip of my
Jared Verse.
tongue. Verse, lead the league in sacks. They balling on both sides. Sean McVay, we know the genius he is, right? They call him what, the miniature Andy Reid or whatever. You know what I mean? Like they balling, bro. They balling. So for me, offensively today, man, I wouldn't want to see the Rams. They got everything, man.
And I like your pick for them to be the best offense. Like you said, they got 2 stud wide receivers. They got Matt. They got Kyron Williams. That's fine. But when you say best team in the league, this is going to play out because they got the Seahawks next at the crib.
Yep.
Buccaneers at the crib. Got
Yep.
2 cupcakes, Panthers and Cardinals, but 2 dangerous ones. They got the Lions at the crib, and then they got the Seahawks again at the Seahawks. And then the Falcons to close the year. So if they're the best team in the league, they're going to get the number 1 seed. And they're going to go through some teams to get it.
I said up to this point. Now,
Right,
up to this point, you're right. Up to this point, now the season still got to play out, right? But here's the thing: if they did get the number 1 seed, Philly ain't scared to go in there because when you go to LA, it's more opposing fans, right? It's a neutral site game, so
bowl game.
we y'all laughing. We went up there and kicked their ass, and it was blue jerseys all over the damn place. So ain't nobody scared that they get the number 1 seed. As a matter of fact, we welcome that. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, but that you got to play Seattle. They beat the 49ers. The 49ers, they wounded.
They lost to the 49ers
they get in,
too. They split with the 49ers. That's why I'm looking like.
Yeah, but 49ers was healthier in the beginning of the year. Now they not, so they won today. I'm not putting a lot of stock into that. So, but yeah, I'll give it to them right now just because I feel like they got everything.
Best offense, Merk. We got.
Man, I hate this, but that boy Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills to me got the best offense, man.
I thought you were about to say that other blue team.
Who?
Yeah,
man,
y'all not gonna say. Y'all not gonna say that off the strength. So I know I ain't gonna get no Lions love on here. So it's cool.
Not at all. But
I fall
believe
out my chair. I fall out my chair if either one of y'all said that shit. But go ahead, Merk.
Man, I done put your boy in the top 5 QB rank once or twice now, man. It's about all you
but
gonna get.
It hurts. It hurts you to say that. But go ahead.
All right, so Buffalo, Josh Allen, James Cook, Dalton Kincaid, them boys over there are balling. I don't like what they did today, so before y'all jump on me about that, man, that loss to Miami was horrific. Josh Allen's got to get going, and he's got to get going before the 4th quarter, man. It's just nasty. And then, when the game's on the line, the fumble like that, man, it's just terrible. But either way, man, I like what I'm seeing from them. I like, where they rank at, in the league as far as passing yards a game, getting in the red zone, etc. I just believe they right now, as it sits, as far as an offense, complete offense, Buffalo has the best offense in the league through, 9 weeks.
My only issue with that is who's the number 1 wideout.
Yeah.
But you looking for you talking about what as far as in the league, or you talking about just for them?
No, for Buffalo, like it's 39. It's 4:58 to go. Mm-hmm. We need to extend this drive because we down 3. Who's the guy they going to? I mean, Dalton
Khalil
is pretty good. I don't know, man.
I mean, if you ain't going, look, if you ain't going to Kincaid,
that's who theirs is.
Right.
But what I'm saying is to be the best offense in the league, the Rams got Puka and Devontae.
Big names.
The Patriots got
they didn't miss a beat. They didn't miss a
Budak.
beat when Puka went out. No. They didn't miss a beat at all. Like it
I'm
was
just saying
just
that's a
like, all
tough.
right,
I'm just saying that's a
we
tough
going to
call.
him. Yeah, yeah.
I would
Buffalo
have
was a
went
super
Philly
tough
before
call.
Buffalo.
Oh no.
I would have went to Seahawks.
If I would,
Seahawks too.
yeah. If
Yeah,
I would have
you could have went
said,
Seattle.
if I'd have said Philly, it would have been an uproar
Who
here.
the fuck would they think? I should have said it now. We'll just move on.
Yeah, please. Let's move on.
So
Nobody want
we
to hear that bullshit.
yeah, sure you don't.
Right.
Most disappointing player, team, storyline. Um, anywhere you want to go with it. Merc, what you got?
Man, listen. At first, when I was thinking player, man, and it's just because maybe I had more expectation out of this gentleman, but I was thinking Travis Hunter, man. I just was looking for more out of him this year, being that dual player. I thought I was going to see a little bit more, but obviously I didn't, and I had to move on from that. Now, when we talk about overall, team, I think I had. Let me go through my notes real quick. All right, here we go. Pull up. My bad, team.
Come on, man. Preparation
My
is key,
bad,
brother.
team. Yeah, I had to go back through my notes. My apologies.
Come on.
Washington, the Commanders, man. From seeing what they did last year and being in that big game to just completely this year look like they fumbled this year, man. They look awful. They look awful. I did not expect that out of them at all as a team. Yes, that boy Jaden, when he went down with the dislocated elbow, I get that. Prayers to him and whatnot, but it doesn't seem to be as bad as we initially, from the looks of it, that we thought it would probably be. I don't know if he'll be back. I don't know if anybody's seen anything on that. I don't know if he'll be back this season or not. But it's not like
They
they
said
don't
it,
have.
it wasn't as bad as they thought, and
Right.
he shouldn't need surgery. And it's just ironic that they were the oldest team in the league, and the youngest dude keep getting hurt. But go ahead.
And it's not like the team isn't decent. Like I like the players. I like what's surrounding him. I just don't understand what happened. I don't understand the collapse within that team. So that to me, as far as disappointing, I thought we would have saw them again in the NFC Championship game, but obviously not.
Theo,
No, that ain't happening.
most
You ain't happening.
disappointing.
Player for me, Cam Ward. Man, I
Either one. No,
think
no, no. Either one.
just
Player, team,
oh
whatever, story,
yeah.
whatever. Just most disappointing thing about the season so
Um,
far.
I'm gonna go Cincy. I think everybody. I expected more out of them. When you got you paid Chase, you paid T. You got Trey over. You got some dogs on defense over there. I expected way more. Obviously, Burrow getting hurt is a big blow, but he keeps getting hurt. So and being available is important, no matter how you look at it. If you expect me to feel sorry for you when my team had 15, 16 injuries on the defensive side of the ball last year, when it comes to injuries, you're looking at the wrong guy. You ain't getting no sympathy from me on injuries. Your best player continues to get hurt. That's on y'all, right? And that's a disappointment. So I'm very, very disappointed in Cincinnati. I expected more. Um, Baltimore is gonna win that division. After starting 1-4, 1-5. And it just speaks to the player that Lamar is. He was hurt, what, 3, 4 games, and they're going to come back and win that division because Joe Burrow is hurt. Aaron Rodgers is 41 and can't move. And, the other Cleveland Browns team, they don't want to start 12 over there, because they hating on Prime and they want to start some 5'10" quarterback who can't throw it past 20 yards. So cool, you got it. Right. So I just think since he's gonna miss on the opportunity, this could have been a good year for them, a really, really good year for them. Their best player can't stay healthy, and it's gonna be a setback. And you don't know what you're gonna do with Trey Hendrickson and some of your other defensive guys. Are you gonna pay him? Are you gonna let him go? What's up? So I think for me, that's the biggest disappointment is the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah. Most disappointing thing to me this season, as far as I went straight to player, and
Hmm.
I gotta say, man, the Tua thing, dude, like that dude was supposed to be the guy. He was supposed to be the guy.
Hmm.
Anybody 4 years ago, you would have said, "Do you want Tua or Jalen Hurts?" No, 5 years ago, everybody's saying Tua. Tua had a hive online. You said something about bad about Tua, they would show up in your mentions online.
Hmm.
And
Yep.
that dude looked like he's on a one. And they paid him, and they cashed him out even after the injuries. And you ain't been injured. You just been trash. Even the game they won a day,
Right.
he threw like two picks. Like that
Yeah.
was the
Hmm.
rest of the team getting everything going. And I listen to a lot of the Lebertard show. They they obviously in Miami, and they like the owner got rid of the GM, and he like like we've been all waiting on Mike McDaniels to get fired. They like nah, the people in the building think like it ain't him, it ain't his scheme, it ain't him. It is dude. Dude is trash, and the GM picking up these players is trash. So
Yeah.
Tua man, for them to
It
be sitting
just
at three
it
and seven,
just yeah, it just
go ahead.
speaks to that GM probably had to be way more involved than we're led on to think, right? Because I think people don't understand like the role of a GM, right? The coach coaches, but the GM is the boss. He brings the players in. He meets with the coach, 2 times a week, goes over personnel. Hey, what are we doing this week? Right? They're watching film just like they watching the games just like we watching the games. Hey, I don't like these play calls. Hey, we need to run more. We need so the GM, people don't understand the GM is pulling more strings than people know,
He's getting the
right? They ain't
players.
just sitting in the yeah, they ain't sitting in the back just like, oh, here's some players, go run your shit. No, they're way more involved than people think. And for Miami to say, no, he's not the issue. We're gonna fire this guy and keep the coach. Now, when they bring in whatever GM they bring in, that GM may very well may be like, hey, McDaniel, you're out. McDaniel, you're out. Which not, that's most likely gonna happen. But it just shows like these GMs, you got certain GMs that are really, 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 really involved. Look at Howie. I think Howie is. I don't think he just let Nick just run it. I think he's involved, maybe not to Miami's OGM degree, but he's involved. Hey, here's the players. Hey, here's some things we need to do.
You think
He's got some
Howie's
say
just
in there.
involved?
Yeah, man. No, Howard's in the building.
No, no,
Howie
no, no,
is
no. I'm
touching
saying
everything. Don't nothing go through
I'm
nothing that
not
don't
saying
touch his
I'm not.
hands.
What I'm saying is he's not just saying here's some players, go coach. I'm
Yeah.
saying he is meeting with Nick two,
Oh
three
yeah,
times a week, going
yeah.
over like I don't think. But what I'm saying, the casual fan when they see to Rome's point, when they see GM got fired, but this coach ain't get fired, I think the casual fan doesn't understand. It's no different from your hierarchy at work, right? It's just like the GM is involved with the coach. He's doing one on ones and looking at tape. And hey, we call in run plays 70%, pass plays 70% of the time and running, but we just paid this dude, gave him 30, 40 million guarantee. Why are we not running him more? Right? Like
Hmm.
they're involved to that degree. You see what I'm saying?
No,
So I just
man.
think
And
people don't really understand that.
if I'm the owner there, I'm going to Mike McDaniel's. I'm figuring out like who you got connections to understand your system and what kind of players do you like. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna bring him in like, yeah, this is still gonna be your boss. Don't get it twisted. But I want somebody that can work with you. If I'm keeping the coach, if I'm starting over from scratch, then everybody gone. You know what I'm saying? Tua gone, everybody getting out of here. You know what I'm saying? And it was a rumor before the deadline that the Bills offered the Dolphins a first round pick in 2027 for Jalen Waddle. The Dolphins turned that down and said we want the 2026. That's why he wasn't traded to the Bills. I would
Hmm.
have get if I'm Buffalo, I would have gave up the 2026 pick in a heartbeat. I need Waddle now. Um,
Hmm.
on to our uh, most surprising, and let's take the Colts out. We've given the Colts enough love for the day. Let's take the Colts and put them to the side.
Yeah.
Most surprising team player storyline that you got.
Chicago.
Yeah.
Chicago, man. Chicago and Caleb Williams, man. Like I Caleb's balling. Um, Shout out to my boy Frank. He was talking shit on my dog Ben Johnson. He ain't a coach. He ain't like dude like that. Dude can call plays, dude can coach. he got great schemes. He's got that defense balling. He brought hell. He took what about 10 of our coaches with him. 10 of your coaches don't go with you if you ain't like that, right? We know when it comes to leadership, loyalty is something. And if a guy was going to leave a good situation to go with you, that speaks to your character as an individual, right? He took 10 of our coaches with him to Chicago, and they ain't 6-3 by accident, right?
Mhm.
They winning in multiple ways. They running the ball, they throwing the ball. Caleb looks like a totally different quarterback. Let's also remember, Chicago ain't had a. I don't think they've ever had a 3,000 yard passing quarterback ever.
Not even
They will
Cutler.
this year. No, look it up. That is
Cutler
that
and
is history.
what was it? Alshon Jeffrey was together there.
They never had a three. That is it is on record. They've never had a 3,000 yard passer in a season. They gonna have one
Okay,
this year, right? They gonna have one this
he
year. Now it's
he
still
getting
halfway
better,
through the
man.
season, and a lot can happen. Yeah, a lot can happen. I'm not. I'm not. They not a lock to make the playoffs. They not a lock by no stretch. They're not a lock. But we talking about right now. They my pick for sure.
They
And Ben
resilient as
Johnson can
hell.
coach. Yeah,
They
speaks
resilient
to
as
the
hell because they
coaching.
keep coming
It's the
back. Yeah,
coach,
yeah, yeah,
man.
for sure,
Yeah,
for
it's the
sure.
coach. It's the same. Rome, same players. It's the same players. Swift was
Oh,
there last year. You added some. You added some. You added some other pieces. But it's
our
practically the same team.
our fact checker Frank Nitty. Shout out Frank Nitty. Shout out Mo on the pod. He say it's 4,000, not 3,000.
4,000. All right, one
Four
of them. He
thousand.
gonna have
Yeah,
four
yeah.
thousand this year.
I mean,
He
yeah,
have 4,000.
4,000 is something you supposed to get as a quarterback. If you throwing
Right.
the
You
ball
get
that
in
much,
this in today's league. In
yeah.
today's
And
league,
Merck, most surprising.
Man, you ain't gonna like this, but New England, the Patriots, I did not see them being
Me neither.
this good. I didn't. Drake May he's looking great. Trayvon Henderson, you mentioned on Stephon Diggs earlier in the conversation, man. But just looking at them, man, 8-2. Now, here's to Theo's point, right? And I like because Theo look at everything. When you look at who they've beat, right? That's where it comes into play. It's like, man, do you look at their schedule? Man, like their schedule is, in my opinion, it's just it's pretty trashed out. But they did beat
it's soft.
Buffalo. Yeah, they did beat Buffalo, and then
Yeah.
they do still got
Yeah.
to see Buffalo again. But out of that, like who on the schedule is really worth discussing? Like who really? I mean, there's nothing really there that we can talk about. But I mean, they're fucking winning. I don't care, man. I mean, the objective is to get there, and right now they look
Yeah.
like they
Win
could
is a
be in the
win.
AFC. In the AFC Championship game is what it looked like.
Y'all lost to the Giants.
Here we go.
Buffalo lost to my. No, I'm just saying. Buffalo lost to Miami today.
Any given
Yeah,
Sunday.
Any
yeah,
get any given Sunday, brothers. Like
yeah.
we could we talk about the schedule because I believe we're all winning guys. Like we're looking at in January. Am I going to be afraid to play you? Right. I think right now, and again, we'll get to the top teams. Who am I afraid to play when it gets to January? Because that lemon is real
So the
come
No,
lemon
January.
booty.
you got to want to play
It's it,
football in that cold, dog. You got to want
yeah,
to be out.
it's
You got to
real
be
in,
about that.
in January. Yeah, and you ain't always gonna be in the dome. You might have to go to the link. You might have to go to Albany up in Buffalo. You might have to go to KC, Baltimore. Right? These are places where the climate ain't friendly. You know what I'm saying? So again, what it look like, you might look all hella good. We've seen so many teams look hella good in the regular season, and then when they get to them playoffs, they one and done. We've seen it year out, year in, year out. So I mean, the New England pick, I feel you. I just don't know. I think if you told me
I think they're gonna win out.
Pat Mahomes, if Pat Mahomes got to go up to Foxborough in January, first round, in the first round, I think Pat Mahomes is confident as hell to go in there.
Well,
Ain't
that's
no,
the
you
thing
ain't New
though.
England
Like
ain't scaring nobody.
New England got Buffalo at New England later in the season, and I just speaking to Merck's point, like it's surprising the hell that they actually about to win the division over a contender, and hell, they got a shot at the 1 seed. Like
Yeah.
New England get the 1 seed, that's gonna be. I didn't see them. I thought they could get in the playoffs maybe, but not winning the division and getting a bye, like that's nuts. Like
But
and
let me ask you this: does that speak to how good New England is, or Buffalo ain't really that good?
yeah, I think Buffalo still is dangerous. No, long as they got big fella back there, man, they still gonna be as dangerous as ever. I think Buffalo, they had a lot of injuries earlier too. Um, Big fella up the middle, Ed Oliver, he missed time, and they defense, the one game that he played, they defense looked totally different. And then he left at the end of that game and went right back out. Their defense looked totally different,
Hmm.
man. And I'm here to tell you, like having that one guy, like we didn't have Q out there at the corner, like your best defensive
Man,
player, it changes stuff. Like all your scheme is kind of, as far as I know,
it
like we ain't.
changes.
I'm a basketball guy, but and I think most of this stuff translates. All your stuff is built around. Okay, we got big fella. We know he gonna see two. Okay, I can rush this guy over here, or we don't need as much help. But when you don't have that, and teams feel like, okay, the replacement under your best defensive player, now that's an exploitation instead of something we want to stay away from. So I
Yeah.
don't know. I mean, but that's the NFL though, right? Like everybody's got injuries. Like you said earlier about the Lions. Lions had 25 guys hurt in the playoffs last year. You know, that's part of the game, bro. Like I'm sure
Yeah.
New England had some pieces missing they would probably name. So I
Yep.
don't know.
Yeah.
My most surprising thing, and y'all gonna think I'm hating and all this shit. And I don't care. I am surprised the Lions is putting another strong season. I am surprised. Like usually, this is year 4 of winning records, 4 in a row, and third straight year of they probably gonna win at least 12 or 11 games. That's unprecedented. That has never happened in y'all life. We've never seen that as a Lions
Well,
fan.
okay.
We didn't see that in
You
Detroit.
see, but hold on. This is my only issue about what you're saying.
What?
This is my only issue. I respect what you're saying. But when you go to the y'all ain't never seen this in y'all life, like
Y'all
make it
never
about
seen
the
that in
team.
y'all
Why you
life.
making it about us?
Because
You
of
see what
y'all
I'm
smart.
saying? You
That's
see what
your
he doing,
you
Mark?
repping this. Wait, you repping the Smart Tech. You got the jersey on, and I say
And the
y'all,
hat.
yeah, and the hat,
And the
and the
hat.
yeah, but
I
then
think
I
he's
say
just trying to
y'all.
correlate your age
No, yeah,
to the
man,
amount of time. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? That y'all have not
No,
seen
Because
under
see,
you
or
old
no, no,
as
witnessed
hell.
no.
this.
Make this clear. You
It's
old as
it's
hell,
it's it's
Theo.
it's
You old as
it's
hell.
y'all ain't
Y'all,
never seen.
you repping
How
the
about the
Smart Tech, and I
franchise?
put y'all
How about the
y'all
franchise?
together, and I'm the problem.
How about the franchise? How about the
Franchise.
franchise has never seen the winning that we've seen? How about, you know what? Dan is a hell of a coach. He can really coach his ass
He
off.
can. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's just what I'm
For him to
saying.
bench Johnny Moe and say, you know what, brother, I'm stripping you of play calling duties. I'm gonna call the plays.
That's pretty
That's a
wild.
coach,
That's pretty wild though. Was y'all offense hurting that bad?
That bad, Theo? Come on.
brother. Did I go back and look at the group chat message? Frank, back me up.
Mr.
I
Frank.
You
said
said they need to get J-Mo the ball.
in the group chat, I said the play we lost by 3 points last week to Minnesota. We played awful.
Yeah.
And I said the play calling was trash. We were getting blitzed, two downs a possession, and we never made adjustments. How do you not make adjustments? Easy was calling it out. I was calling it out. I'm like, yo, why are we not running nothing quick? You know, run a screen, run something across the middle. Like we was letting Goff just sit back there like a sitting duck. So what happened today? More quick stuff. What you see, J-Mo coming across the middle. Boom. He got quite a few yards after the catch today. Like, got him a touchdown. Over 100 today, right? Sam being Sam. You know, St. Breezy being St. Breezy, doing what he do. Jameer, Demo. We look like the old Lions when you call the right stuff, but you have to make adjustments. And I said it last week. I said,
Y'all look
yo,
like the new
our
Lions.
play calling.
Again,
No, we look like
this
the
is
no.
unprecedented.
No.
Y'all look like the new
No.
Lions.
Ain't nothing new.
Last week,
Ain't
y'all look like
nothing
the
new.
old
Nah,
Lions.
ain't nothing new.
This is new.
Ain't nothing new.
You've been out
Ain't nothing
here.
new.
You've been on this
Ain't
earth
nothing
for
new.
50 years. You ain't seen this
Nigga, I ain't
ever.
see you about to make me. You about to make me say some shit. I'm not 50. Stop.
50
Cut that
years.
shit out. I ain't
He
even
said,
40,
I ain't
brother.
40 yet.
So cut it out. I don't even look 40 while you playing. So don't
Oh
even
no,
play with me.
us, the black no crack, baby. We gonna stay. Hey, listen.
Hold on.
But
Listen, I like where
I'm
we at,
listening.
man. But I appreciate the love. I appreciate the love. You say it's a surprise. Hey, I think our franchise. You know what? I agree with you, and I salute you because for us to put together, knock on wood, potentially 4 straight winning seasons in the playoffs. Yes, we have not seen that in our history. So if you wanna give us that,
Give y'all
I
credit. It's
I, I,
surprising.
sal-
It's not
I
surprising.
salute you.
I
I
thought I
salute
thought
you. I
I
think
thought it was gonna be a year from hell from y'all, like an injury or two. Offense got figured out because
I just think
y'all lost both coordinators,
I just
right?
think it's underlying hating. You're on record saying you're a hater. So I think there's underlining hate
Some people
in
are
that
honest.
pick, but
Some
it's
people are
cool.
liars, and some people are you.
No. Yeah, no, you're a
I'm
hater.
honest.
You're a
He's,
hater.
I'm honest. I
No.
tell the truth.
Hey, hell, Merkin, I'm gonna get with you,
I
Merk,
tell
because
the
you
truth.
you
I ain't
ghosted
said
when
nothing.
I called you when I called your man's out the other day or last week. You ghosted the group chat. I'm gonna get
No,
on your
I was
ass for that
busy.
one.
Oh,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
all right. So we dabbled in this conversation earlier a little bit. Let's bring it on home. What we got our last
No.
award.
We gotta go. Let's go top. Let's
Top
go
three?
top three NFC,
You
AFC,
want to leave that
and then go
last?
to MVP.
Okay.
Let's go MVP
Merc,
last. Let's go
top
top
three
three
AFC.
NFC, AFC.
Let's do
Now
AFC
we
first.
are gonna have duplicates here, just because
It is what it
Yeah,
is.
yeah,
So top three
right.
AFC first. Let me run through that and then we can swap it, I guess. Colts, Broncos, Patriots. In that
Colts,
no,
Broncos,
no, no.
Patriots.
And look. Not in that order. Colts, Patriots, Broncos in that order.
Okay, okay. You want me to go wrong?
Yeah, you got it.
All right. So, Merk, I'm gonna hit you with something.
Talk to
Okay.
me.
For me, I picked the 3 teams that I believe can win the Super Bowl this year. Okay. That's so my top 3 teams. So just so y'all understand why I picked the
Yeah.
3 teams I'm picking.
Well,
These
let's
are the
set the
three
standard
teams I
now.
believe can win the
These
Super
are the
Bowl.
teams
All right.
we think are gonna end the year as the best
And
three teams that we
whoa.
have. Yeah.
In like the no,
Okay.
no, well, I'm
Yeah.
just saying. We talk about win the so one of these three teams you feel is going to win the Super Bowl or just
This
Yeah. These are Me and Theo on the
I'm
same page. We picking the
I'm
three teams we think are the
yeah.
most dangerous to win the Super Bowl. Still,
Yes. These are
obviously
my
they
three.
got
but
to
my
be
And
able to get
team's
to the
this
playoffs
that
yeah.
doing it.
Well, my team is going to get to
yeah,
the
that
fucking conference championship anyway. So one of them three. So yeah,
all
I'll
right,
take that. That's
cool.
cool. Are you
All
right?
right, cool. There you go. So these are the 3 teams I believe can get to the Super Bowl. We'll make the playoffs and can get to the Super Bowl, right? New England for sure. I think they're well coached. Kansas City, and this one gonna shock y'all. Baltimore. Baltimore's gonna make the playoffs, and I think I would not be shocked if they made it to the conference championship. Would not be shocked. I
I don't
think they
trust the
gonna click at
defense.
the right time.
I don't
That's
trust the
cool.
defense.
They average it. Hey, Rome over the last 3 games, they only giving up 15 points a game.
I'm with you.
Last 3 games, they fixing some stuff over there.
I'm with
I'm
you.
telling you, that schedule a little soft down the stretch.
Yeah.
I think they gonna make some noise. Lamar gonna be Lamar.
I feel you. I'm rooting for that because I'm sticking by Lamar. I support him.
Yeah.
They
Hmm.
beat the Bears, they beat the Dolphins, they beat the Vikings today. You know, and then they got the Browns, Jets, Bengals, Pats, Packers, and Steelers. That ain't no gauntlet they gotta go through either. And not at all, because you
You see
got
what I'm saying?
Dylan Gabriel, whoever gonna play quarterback for the Jets, Joe Flacco, Aaron Rodgers, Joe Flacco,
Mm-hmm.
showdown with the Patriots. That's gonna be a big
Mm-hmm.
one.
I like that. Is that
That's gonna
are
be
they at home
huge.
or are they on
They
the
at home.
road?
They at home. They at home. That's gonna
Ooh,
be a huge
yeah,
one. That's gonna be a great
yeah,
game right there. Patriots,
yeah.
Ravens,
Mm-hmm.
and everybody healthy by the end is gonna be amazing. I'm right there
Mm-hmm.
with
That's
you.
what I'm saying.
I just think it's just a further hole to climb out. So I'm right there with you, Pats and Chiefs. Um, yeah, the Chiefs let down last week, but they about to run off something sick now. Like Andy got this bye
What they
week.
got left?
They have got you right now.
Denver next week at the
They got Denver
on the
next
road.
week. They got the Colts at the crib. They got the Cowboys. They're gonna put up 50 on them. Texans, Chargers,
Mm-hmm.
Titans, Broncos, Raiders. Straight through. They might run off. They might run. They might
Mm-hmm.
not lose the rest of the year. Real talk.
Mm-hmm.
They might not lose the rest of the year. They get this one, like you said. This
If
is
they do one game,
yeah.
They won't beat the Colts, right?
Shh.
they
Colts
at the
had
crib.
the Colts
I don't
had
give
a
a fuck.
time with the Falcons today, and the Falcons ain't shit. I'm sorry,
Hmm.
Michael Penix. he ain't got
Hmm.
it.
Hmm.
It just takes so
Hmm.
long for him to throw. That ball is back here and then all the way like it's
Mm-hmm.
on some Tim Tebow type
Mm-hmm.
stuff. Like, bro, nah, and your arm
Tim
ain't that
Tebow.
strong.
Yeah.
Like this the NFL, dog.
Mm-hmm.
I don't trust it. And they struggle. They struggle with them, and that KC defense is still good. So, but I got Buffalo. I got Buffalo instead of the Ravens. Um,
Ooh.
just,
Ooh. Okay.
just,
Who he is, huh?
yeah, just Josh Allen, man. I wasn't a fan early. He converted me just off of today. He had a play. I don't know if y'all was watching. He escaped the sack, ran up to the line of scrimmage, and acted like he was about to throw. He stopped, backed up, and looped all the way around from the left side of the field to the right side of the field. And I believe he completed a pass downfield to Dalton Kincaid. And it's like, bro, well, you got a guy like that can just turn, and he do some wild stuff too. Do some
Wow,
wild
shit.
stuff too. And while we on the subject,
Super
man,
wild shit.
I know we got to
Why
go.
are we on the subject?
They voted against the tush push, and the coach said it's a safety concern. They're still running the tush push every week. And
Mm-hmm.
how the NFL guys work and how Karma work, they run the tush push. He get
Mm-hmm.
like 11 yards on it, and then they fumbled, and it was ball game. It's like that's what you get. That's what you get for
Cough
being
it
a
up.
fraud. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
D,
Yep.
That was the ugliest fucking tush push I've ever seen, bro.
it's horrible, man. He don't get low enough. Like, pause. Jalen Hurts get low on his tush push, and Josh Allen just can't get that low. I had to pause.
Hey man, don't give him no ammo. Come on, bro.
I had to pause early. It was on the front end. Top three NFC teams.
Rams, Eagles, Lions. Those are three. Those are the three that can win it. I don't believe in Seattle, Chicago. I don't believe in none of them teams. I think those three teams, obviously y'all Eagles, they championship pedigree. Y'all going after it. The trade, the moves Howie's made, everything. I think the Lions built. I think we're gonna get healthy at the right time. We had a lot of the injuries on the front end, and then I think the Rams got the total package. I really believe, and I think y'all will agree with this. Seeding will matter in the NFC. It's gonna matter more than people know, because if I got to go to LA, I'm not worried. If I got to go to the Link, ugh. If I got to go to Seattle, ugh. It just depends on where you got to go, right? These seeding, these matchups are gonna matter in a big, big, big way.
Yeah,
So, and I think it's gonna matter
avoiding,
and I think it also, yeah, and I think you was about to hit on it. I think it's gonna matter who's playing who.
Yeah.
Yeah, who is playing who is gonna matter too. Because if you pull the wrong matchup,
yeah.
if you pull the wrong matchup, like you could be a good team, but you pull the wrong matchup where a team can match up really well, I think it's gonna matter where the seeding lines up.
I think the top team is gonna want the winner of that 4-5 matchup, right? Like, or unless an upset happens. Now, of course, it changes things, but the way it's looking right now, like Tampa Bay is probably gonna be like the 4th seed. That's who I want out of them.
Can I make a bet?
The division winners. What's up?
Merk, you want to take this bet?
I don't know. Let me hear it first. I got to
Hey,
watch you. You slick.
all right, I got you. A 6 seed team will make a conference championship
That happened every year. We just
this
seen it
year.
last year.
See what I mean?
No, it don't.
See what I mean?
No,
He's
it don't.
slick.
A 6 seed making the conference championship.
What was Washington last year?
That means they got to win. They won a 6 seed. That means you got to win a road game every week. They didn't have a road game. This is a team that's gonna have to play on the road every week. A 6 seed will win a conference champ. Will get to a conference championship.
I'm about to tell you right now. Hold on, dog.
Go ahead.
Yeah, the Commanders was a 6 seed last year, T.
Hey, man, Slick Rick over there, man. You got to watch him.
Yeah.
Did
The Commanders.
Did
was
they?
6
Look, he
seed,
gonna act
yeah.
oblivious and shit. 3,000, not
No,
4,000.
hold
I ain't
The
fucking
Lions
with you,
was the
Theo.
one. The Rams won their division. The Bucks won their division. We won our division. The Packers was the 7th seed. The
Hold on.
Commanders was the 6th. The Vikings was the 5th.
NFL seeding 2024. Hold on.
Man, just say my bad. So you
I'm
trying to
gonna lie
hustle.
you.
I might be.
He trying to make some paper, man. He don't get it off of me.
You're right.
No, what
You're
I'm
right,
saying is
you're right.
that
You're
happens. That happens more commonly.
That don't happen.
than
It don't happen. It don't happen every. Okay. All right. I'll make this bet with you, Merk. A 6 seed gets to the Super Bowl. How about that?
It might be the Lions having to be that 6 seed to do it.
They ain't going to fucking Super Bowl because they
What
ain't
up?
fucking beating us.
So you want to make that bet? A 6 seed,
To make it
6
to the
or
Super
7,
Bowl
'cause
this
you
year.
got 7. You got
One
a
of the
6 or a 7 that will make it
seed
to the Super Bowl.
Will make it to the Super Bowl on either
Yep.
on either side.
Will make it to a Super Bowl on either side. $100.
How long I got?
No, you got to make it today, right here, right now, on the pod.
Fuck it, it's 100. We could
What you
do
mean?
it. Yeah, shit, we could do it.
My man.
That ain't nothing but a
Look,
Bob
There it
anyway.
is.
6 or 7 seed. Make sure y'all
All
record
right.
that.
Yeah, we shot
My
it.
top
No.
three,
I'm going to put it in my notes. I got you.
Yeah, my top 3 NFC. I have Green Bay. I have Philly, obviously, and I had the Lions. I just don't like the Rams, like you said, man. Like y'all getting a home playoff game. Like
You don't like the Rams?
I don't like it. I don't like it, man. I think they
You like
talk a little-
You like Green Bay over the Rams?
Yeah, because I think Green Bay gonna end up with the NFC North, and having to go to Green Bay in January, dog, is a gauntlet, bro. A gauntlet. Like
They offense
They-
they're not gonna win the North because they offense. That
Well,
tight
we'll
end
see.
going down Kraft,
Y'all got one-
that
y'all
hurt
got
them
one-
big time.
it did. That sucks. That hurts them a lot.
Mhm.
Y'all got one more.
That
play
sucks.
against each
That hurts them a lot.
other.
Yeah, on
yeah.
Thanksgiving.
And I mean they
We're
probably
gonna be
take a
motivated
L
to whoop
they
that
probably
ass.
They probably gonna take an L to us tomorrow because they got a lot of injuries tomorrow night too. And they ain't had enough time.
We
figure
need
that
y'all
out.
to take. We need y'all to take care. We need y'all to take care of business.
Yeah, I mean, we come out the bye. We got one big injury, is Cam Jurgens. I really like us tomorrow night. I really like us. Matthew Golden might be
Okay.
out for them. Yeah, that we'll see. The key gonna be slow down Josh
Okay.
Jacobs and make Jordan Love have to beat you. If Josh Jacobs is humming,
There you go.
Josh Jacobs get 80 plus. I would love to see exactly what their record is when Josh Jacobs get 80, 85 yards in a game. I think it's really high.
Y'all
Stop him from running.
Y'all
you
better put pressure. Y'all better put pressure on Love because if he got time, he'll pick y'all apart.
Yeah. Well, with his usual weapon.
Yeah.
If Golden and Kraft out, who the wide receiver? Like Christian Washington got one route, and that's deep. And Quinyon gonna be all over it.
Yeah.
Other than
All
that,
over.
it's a wrap.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah, MVP to close us out.
Hold
No,
on,
Mark,
man.
did
Let
we
me
get
get
Mark?
my
Hold on, we didn't get
NFC.
Mark three.
Am
We didn't
I
Mark
not
three.
important?
All right, man. Me and you gonna say
Yeah,
the same
get us
thing
three.
anyway.
I have Philly, Seattle, and the Rams. I just don't. When I look at Philly, when I look at Philly, when I look at the rest of what we got here, man, I don't see us really.
Let's go.
losing
Let's
anybody.
go. Let's go.
I like how he
let's
had
go
to
to
pause
MVP.
to hear
Let's go to
it.
MVP.
Theo was like, "Hold on," he said.
Let's go to MVP.
He did the 2, 3.
Let's go to
and-
MVP.
Wait, okay.
Let's go to MVP.
The No, give me,
You don't want to hear
Let's
it?
do
give,
it.
Now
give
you
your
don't want to
spiel.
hear me.
Why? Well, why not the Lions?
Why not the Lions?
Yeah,
I don't particularly think that they're gonna win out. I mean, I don't think that they're gonna be
so
an
you think they're gonna be
NFC.
on the road?
Yeah, and with they back up against the wall, that's how I see it. But
So you think teams would fear Seattle over playing us?
see, I'm looking at Seattle's the only team Seattle has left that they really got to worry about is the
I asked
Rams.
you, I asked you,
That's why
I
I'm
asked you,
answering the
I asked
question
you a
that way.
direct question.
I'm answering it.
Come January, you think teams would fear Seattle over us, over Detroit? That's my question to you.
I don't understand how that apply. Maybe you could give me a little bit more insight on the question because I don't see how that apply.
You
I'm
don't under,
looking at each
how does
individual
it not
teams.
apply?
I'm looking at each
Let me.
individual teams. Hold on. I'm looking at each individual team's schedule, what they got left, right? So whether the team that happens to see y'all is scared or whatever or concerned about it, don't have nothing to do with what they got to play out. If they coming in at that seed when they go to the playoffs, it's a wrap. Ain't nobody afraid of y'all.
Nobody's saying afraid. I'm saying come January. We understand what. All right, do the Lions make the playoffs? Yes or no?
Make the playoffs, yeah, for sure,
Okay. And obviously you think Seattle's going to make the playoffs. So I'm
for
asking
sure.
you, if you're the Philadelphia Eagles, or better yet, the Los Angeles Rams, would I rather play the Seahawks or would I rather play the Detroit Lions?
The Seahawks right now,
Right.
right
But you
now,
picking Seattle over Detroit. But you picking Seattle over
because y'all
Detroit.
won today. Y'all won
Okay.
today. Y'all took an L. I mean, I'm looking at the record.
Okay. All right.
What happened to any given Sunday?
All right.
Now that shit don't apply.
You I wasn't saying it didn't apply. I'm just asking you a question. That's all. But go ahead.
You know what it is? You see what's on your skins, bruh? You got that hat on, you got that jersey on. That's
It
all
ain't
this
about that.
is.
It ain't
What
about
is it
that.
about?
It ain't about that. It ain't about that. I just asked you a simple question, and you act like you can't answer it. You acting like you don't
I thought
understand
these was
English,
my
so
picks.
we can move on. That's cool. I was just asking you a question. Jerome asked it first,
He
and
ain't
then I
asked me
just followed
nothing.
it up. So
My brother
okay,
ain't asked me nothing.
all right,
Did you ask me something,
okay.
brother?
Why not the Lions? Is the question. I know.
That's exactly what he asked you. Why not the Lions? But you know what? What's in that cup? What's in that cup over there? That's the problem.
Uh,
See,
Is that
see,
is
we
the
going
cup the
we going we
problem?
going we going
Licky.
we going the cup is the problem. We're gonna have to have a rule when you come to do the pod. No drinks until after. Yeah. See, I don't even look at that.
That's a
He
good
on here
bottle
with a
for
ten
you.
dollar bottle of liquor, y'all.
$10.
ten dollar
Come on,
bottle of
Theo.
liquor,
You know
y'all.
better than that.
That's the one thing you spend some money on. Is that liquor. All right. MVP.
Yeah.
Quick. Merk, who you got?
Josh Allen.
Theo.
JT, man,
Jared
Jonathan
Goff.
Taylor, and it's not even close. It's not even close right now. Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah,
That's
I mean
fair.
they gonna give it to a quarterback. Let's do defensive player of the year after this anyway, so you get the defensive love. It's been offensive centric, but yeah, man. No,
Yeah.
I think. Listen, if Drake May gets the 1 seed, they're gonna give it to him. They will.
Man,
If Drake May,
if that happened,
You striking,
I might have to
Theo?
get on my, I might have to get on my Mod's, man. I might have to say I'm out. That's crazy.
I'm telling you, dog.
That's
He gets the
crazy,
1 seed,
bro.
it's a wrap. If Pat Mahomes run off 9 straight, and they get a 2 or 3 seed, he get another MVP. Like, like you said, like
If
Jonathan Taylor gonna have to like obliterate the
if
rest of the record, and the Colts gonna have to
if he break the
for one
record,
or
he'll
two
get it.
seeds.
He got to break the record, and he can't sit out. He gonna have to play. That's the thing. I think that's what hurt Saquon last year, man. You got to play, JT. You want that
Defensive
MVP? You want to change the tide? That's what you got to do.
defensive player of the year, Merk. Who you got?
I want to hear Theo first, man. Can we
Go
start
ahead.
with Theo, brother?
What's up? Why you being like that?
I want to hear what you got. That's all.
Micah Parsons, man. He's single handedly went over there and changed Green Bay's defense. Like seriously, He is the reason why they are the leader of the North right now. Is that picking him up, them going all in on him. Kudos to them. Again, I still think you got to put points up on the offensive side, but I think with him, he's just such a force, man. And the thing is, man, he's not even playing all the snaps like that. I still think he's like they're like kind of not letting him go full force. But yeah, he's my defensive player of the year right now.
I got Miles. Just
Damn.
incredible season. Miles, you wanted to wait and be third, so be third.
I did. That's
Um,
why I couldn't say nothing.
Right.
Miles Garrett,
Right.
man, he had a 5 set game last week. I think he got another 2 today, if I'm not mistaken. Um, we said it week one, or I said it week one.
Yeah.
Miles Garrett's the best football player on the planet. Period. Like, there's no way around.
Yeah.
Uh, Merk, who you got?
Hmm.
I got Detroit Lions favorite. What's his name? What's his name, Theo?
Now you pandering.
Where
You know his name.
Aiden
Yeah.
Hutchinson.
Pandering.
Yeah. Yeah. That's cool.
They're not
Yeah.
gonna
That's
pass you the
cool.
ball more on 2K for this, man. I hope you know that. You're not gonna get more.
Hey
Nope.
man, he's our point
Nope.
guard, man.
You don't get
Let me
no.
see the
You
rock.
don't get no love from me.
You're not gonna get no
You
love.
just said the Seattle Seahawks over the Detroit Lions. You ain't getting no love from me.
Pandering, dog.
Was
Listen,
that that bad?
the only thing with the only thing with Miles Rome is, man, he on a bad football team, bro. Like that's the
Yeah.
only thing, man. His numbers would have to be it'd have to be a significant separator, right? Obviously, the eye test tells us that he's the best football player in the league, right? You got no argument for me on that. But
Mhm.
when you play on a bad football team, man, and then the other thing is he can't say a word about it because you signed the deal, brother.
Yeah,
You signed to
this ain't
stay
no
with
how
them.
you got drafted there. You could have left. You didn't.
Right.
Um,
You re-upped. So
the
you
only
you
thing with
made that
Micah
bed
is
sleep in it,
this.
brother.
The only thing with Micah is this. He got 6.5 sacks right now. Miles got 10 of them. Aiden Hutchinson at 7. Miles got 31
Seven.
tackles and a forced fumble. Aiden Hutchinson sitting at 4 and a fumble recovery. Micah Parsons has
Hmm.
no forced fumbles. He got 7 tackles for losses though. Um, yeah, it's gonna be a tough one, and it's gonna come down a lot to what seeding looks like. Like to your point, what does seeding look
Yeah.
like? What does the stats look like
Yeah.
at the end? Apparently, man, we're
For
getting
sure.
the news in like on a telegraph machine that Cade done went into Philly and iced him down. Icewood showed up on him. So, what you think
Yeah,
about
it
that,
was
Burke?
tough,
Before we get
man.
out of
I,
here,
I I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I was sitting here on the pod trying to watch the game at the same time because being frank, got that standing bet right now, and Sixers is my team, man. VJ started out strong, man, and I see he's starting to kind of lean back a little bit, man. And he's got to stay hungry. He's got to stay in it, man. Got to run with that boy Maxi, and I get it, man. When you start adding these different people into the rotations, i.e. and B or whatever, and you start to try to play the back seat a little bit, you start to get comfortable in that role. VJ cannot get comfortable in that role. He's got to go and he's got to line up with Maxi. He's got to. So I think they'll figure it out. But I mean, here we gonna say pandering. That ain't it. But Detroit looks good this year. I mean, if at any point that they were going to try to make a run, this will be the year. Just with the way the East look, and that's just what it
We still
is. And I
don't we
thought that
still
this
don't
was
have
going
no
to be
shooting.
our.
We still don't Yeah, we still don't have the shooting that we need. Duncan hit four of them things, four trays today. But we still need more shooting around Cade. But I think JD, man, you got to pay that dude, man.
Time to
21,
pay him.
16 tonight. Uh, It's time to pay him, bro. Give him that bread, man. He's saying, pay me, dog. Like I know, I just can't hold out on. I can't. I'm not betting on on Jay Nivey. I'm just not betting on him, bro. Like you putting a lot on that young fella, and if you can get another couple shooters or another shooter or another really good player with K the way he's playing, with JD the way he's balling, you got great wing defenders. Man, you gotta go make a move. The East is so wide open, man. Like, why not? Why not? You can't play the slow game here. You got to go after it because Jason Tatum coming back next year. Milwaukee,
Right.
Milwaukee gonna get if Giannis stay, they gonna find a way to get better. New York is gonna get better, right? We we
Yep.
we can't
No
we can't
question.
wait. Why not, man? Why not, man? So
No,
yeah, but good Piston win. Good Piston win tonight for sure.
no, they rolling, and Jalen Durant looked like the number 2 that they were looking for, which was nobody seen that coming because he looked like the second best center in the league right now. And I covered all this earlier with Mo. We're gonna try to get another pod out once our schedules line up a little bit differently. The biggest issue is we on different time zones, so that hour is making a difference in us making sure this content get out right. But as always, appreciate y'all for showing up. We
Yup,
looking
yup.
at about 20 people viewing tonight, so that's dope. And catch y'all in the
Yeah,
field.
that's dope.
Peace.
Cap 8.